So I am here with Victoria Gage, who is the Careers Hub lead for Devon County Council. First and foremost, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Georgia. It's sunny here, trying to stay sunny, working from home and hoping to go out and meet some members of my team face to face at Night Haze later today. So fingers crossed the weather holds for that.
Yes, that'll be nice. That'll be something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much for joining me this morning. First and foremost, could you give us an insight into your role in the Careers Hub?
Certainly. So a little bit of background, the heart of the Southwest Careers Hub works with 160 schools and colleges across Devon, Somerset, Plymouth or Torbay, and it's set up to bridge the gap between education and employers, often referred to as the world of work. So as hub lead, as well as being responsible for managing a team of 14, I look after anything to do with programme governance, reporting and monitoring, financial management and employer and stakeholder engagement. And I'm the main interface between the local authority, which, as you said, is Devon County Council. They're the accountable body for the programme, and the Careers and Enterprise Company, who are founded by Department for Education to help drive careers provision within schools and colleges.
Brilliant. So I understand that you are in the process of finishing a degree apprenticeship this year. Can you tell us what you're studying and why you chose to do a degree apprenticeship?
Certainly. Yes, I've almost finished my studies. It's really exciting time. Actually, I've just got a few weeks left of the programme before my endpoint assessment in September. So it's a slightly nerve-wracking time, really, just making sure I've got not just my academic studies, obviously, but the portfolio completed. So I'm undertaking a Chartered Manager degree apprentice, which will give me a BSc in Responsible Business Management. I'm studying that through the University of Exeter, and I'll also achieve Chartered Management Institute Manager status. It also evidences that I have successfully completed an industry designed apprenticeship standard at level 6. So there's lots of reasons why I wanted to do it. One was I was not in a place when I was a young person to go to university because I left home and entered the world of work at 17. But Devon County Council launched its pilot programme to see how they could utilise their apprenticeship levy, and the CMDA apprenticeship programme was launched. It was a competitive process, and I applied because I saw it as a fantastic development opportunity, but also as Careers Hub lead, I literally just got that job. I saw it as an opportunity to kind of, walk the talk and demonstrate that real lifelong learning commitment and the ability to really be what you want to be, irrespective of background or circumstances. So there were a lot of reasons why I joined, but probably the main one was just that great opportunity to develop.
Brilliant. So after working with a wide range of employers, local authority partners and stakeholders over the years, what would you say was your best success story?
So that's quite a tough question because I think one of the things I'd say as somebody who works with a team is it's important to note that success is often due to the efforts of a whole team rather than an individual. So I think, I'd like to just express that whatever you're doing, no matter what your job role, you're only really as successful as the people around you and the team that you build. But thinking about my work, so leading the Careers Hub, I would say recent success would be the establishment of the Cornerstone Employer Group. That's been a great success, and they've just recently come together and actually set out what they see their stated purpose is. And I'll read it to you. It's raising our young people's aspirations through increased exposure to employers and the world of work across Devon, Somerset, Plymouth and Torbay. And I think one of the nicest things about that statement is they were quite passionate about putting the word "our" in their reason, because they feel that as employers big, quite large employers. We've got HBC, we've got the NFU, Babcock, Wessex Water, Devon County Council, BAM Construct, Cosmic, Santander. These are quite significant employers here, and that's not all. We've got Core Highways Group, Yo Valley, Mole Valley, Gregory Distribution, NHS Somerset, NHS University Hospitals Plymouth. So major employers, but they're really passionate about the role they can play in supporting the Careers Hub to help young people understand the world of work, not just within their organisations, their sectors, but sort of looking at their environments and saying, the jobs that we have here, they're everywhere. So helping them understand that to be work in finance, you don't have to go and work for an accountant, for example. You might want to, and that's absolutely fine, but you could go and work for an employer and do the same sort of role. So yeah, establishing that group and helping them to see how they can support us is a big success.
Right. And lastly, what piece of advice given to you when you were younger do you still use and promote today?
So I really think there were two things for me. They're quite short. One is to be kind, because people generally don't know what's going on in someone's life, and I think kindness, there's a thing about being kind is also about not judging. You've got to step in someone else's shoes sometimes, or as often as you can, really. And then the other thing would be to not to worry about what you can't control or influence. People spend a lot of time, and it's hard actually to do that, but I think people spend a lot of time worrying about things that they haven't got any control over. So, really be mindful that if you're worrying or putting effort into something, that it's actually something that you have any kind of influence over. Otherwise, you're just going to end up, not in a good place, really. So yeah, they were the pieces of advice that I was given that I still stand by today.
Brilliant. And with those words of advice, it's definitely with the last year that we've had, definitely important to remember those words of advice, because it has been a challenging year. But that's all my questions for today. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I've really enjoyed chatting with you.
Thank you, Georgia. It's lovely to meet you properly. We met across the mezzanine balcony at the Future Skills Centre. So it's lovely to spend a bit of time with you this morning. And thank you for asking me. I feel very privileged to have been asked by you to chat to you about my experience. But I'd just like to say, anybody considering any kind of apprenticeship opportunity, my eldest son is about to embark on an apprenticeship. It is a fabulous opportunity to get into the place of work and find your path. So, don't hesitate to seize the opportunity if it's presented to you.
Definitely. And best of luck with the rest of your
Thank you.
I'm sure it will be amazing. So well done for doing that.
Thank you, Georgia.
Thanks very much.